morning. Who is ready for a cup of Joe? I am. Oh my God. Overslept, and I don't have a lot of time. Obviously, I got to get logged on to work and take care of some stuff. Hopefully, you had a great weekend. I did. It was fine. I just took a shower before I went to bed, took a couple of those melatonin pills, and bam, I was out like a light. And just, I missed the alarm and all that stuff. But, man, I hope you had a good weekend. It's important to start the week with the right attitude, right? So that's all this is going to be about real quick. I don't know about you. Like the Olympics started, right? And when I was a kid, I used to love the Olympics, specifically the summer. I mean, I loved both of them. But, man, I couldn't wait when those events happened. And you'd wait for months, literally. And as I got older, my interest sort of, waned to the point where I didn't even know it started. And I haven't watched any of it. And I'm wondering if it's because of just my lack of interest in the sports now, or the fact that we're constantly being bombarded with messaging as it relates to social issues, political issues. And once again, I want to keep saying this. It's legitimate. I'm not saying that people should not do this. These conversations should happen every day. The more we talk about this stuff, hopefully the more we come to agreements that are palatable to everyone at some level. I know we all like to think I'm right, they're wrong. I do it. Please, I'm not saying I don't. I do. But the more you talk to people and the more you listen, right, the importance of listening to other people, at least it feels like you can come to some sort of, all right, I get that, but I still do my thing. I don't like that they do that, but at least I understand that so-and-so. I don't know. The point is not to be about getting on here and telling people this is what you should think. I'm just telling you what I think. You do what you got to do. Hopefully you have the same attitude in life. I'm sure you do. But getting back to the sports thing, the amount of social messaging that has gone on over the last year and a half or so has really gone up a lot. And that's fine. I'm not really influenced by it one way or the other. At least I don't think I am. But I don't have the same zeal in general for sports anymore like I used to. And maybe that's a byproduct of this whole COVID thing and whatever. Maybe it's just you were looking for something to be entertained by so badly that after a while you're just like, maybe it just doesn't have that same impact anymore. I mean, I was a big sports fan when I was a kid, and even into before I moved out here to the Louisville area a couple of years, couple's going on 20 years ago. And I really only find myself following really only two sports teams deeply anymore. We used to follow like 8. It's terrible. I just don't have it anymore. I don't know what it is, and maybe it could be getting older. Maybe it's the combination of all these issues continually over and over. I'll tell you one thing that is absolutely my fault is getting off of social media when all the fights start about this one did that, this group did this, the other group did the other thing as it relates to kneeling or standing or arguing or whatever. I don't know. It's so ridiculous. And I'll see myself, I don't know if you do this. I will see myself starting to scroll, and then the slow burn starts. And it just goes and goes and goes. All of a sudden you find yourself like, I've got to say something. Now, I'm doing a real good job over the last year specifically of not saying anything, because these are issues I have no control over. And if I'm going to talk to people about things relating to guns or relating to, reproductive rights, I'm going to do something pretty heavy tomorrow about some of this stuff. I don't know. If I say something, all I'm doing is falling into that pit with everyone else. And then somebody, because you know how it goes, there are people that get involved in this stuff. They're angry, sad people, and all they're looking for is to consume that anger from other people. It's like they're emotional vampires. They just need you to be crappy to them to validate that they've had an impact on you, and then they feel better about themselves. Have you ever run into people like that? I have. And it's really sad because their whole goal is they know they want to try and get under your skin. And then when they do, you validate that they're doing whatever they're doing. I'm not even sure how to say that because I can't imagine living like that. And that's really the thing I wanted to talk about before I got off. I'm trying to do this, and it's working too because it's only been a few minutes. Positive reinforcement for negative feelings. We talked about this before. I think that changes you. I really do. If it doesn't change you, at least it makes you more of what you were before all of this social media stuff started, certainly over the last year. The whole idea is to say something awful about somebody or to say something negative about somebody. And then people, you get the little clicks and whatever, and the little heart click in Twitter. And you just become become part of this circle of caustic, angry, petty people. And it's disturbing to see at times. In a way, I feel bad for them when I see people do that. Now, I emotionally separate, and I've done this, people specifically on Twitter in the soccer community. I have nothing to do with some people anymore. Because you realize it's not just their feelings about political issues. I could care less about that stuff. You feel how you want. It's how you go about it, right? It's what you put out is what you get back. And if it's all about constantly being negative and it's constantly being about awful to a group of people so you can feel better about yourself, you're edifying the darkness in you. Man, it's kind of scary. So I try not to go down that road, and I definitely am not interested in these verbal brawls that go on in 112 characters or whatever the hell. It does no good. It does no good. So I'm working hard to, and I'm doing pretty good at it. I got to say, I'm feeling a lot better about starting to get out of this whatever I was in. And we all did with the COVID stuff, and now, I find myself even starting to worry about what's coming next. I have no control over what's coming next. None of us do. Whatever's coming is coming. One day at a time, try to live with some sort of positivity and some sort of hope that you're connecting with other people, regardless of how you're trying to do it. Man, that's how you find a community of people that you can work things out and feel better about life. Man, we don't get a lot of time on this planet. We really don't. And how we spend it matters, I think. But something short and sweet this morning. I wonder if these types of things impact you as well, and how you go about avoiding them if you can. Has your consumption of sporting events or even the arts, music, has that been impacted in any way, shape, or form? And then working real hard to stay away from all of the darkness that's easy to get caught up in, I think. For me personally, maybe not you. All that darkness and staying out of it. And then hopefully that'll help me get back to recovering and doing other things in my life that I really, really need to do. Oh boy. We'll talk about that some other time too. But anyway, I love you, man. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope you have plans to do something positive for yourself. And I appreciate the subscriptions people are downloading, which is great. Thank you. And tell a friend. I don't know. Hopefully you're doing the same thing I'm doing on some level. That's all this is. Anyway, like I said, I got to get to work. I love you. Have a great day. Get ready to have a great week. I hope you make a positive decision that puts you in a direction that makes life a little bit more fun, a little happier for yourself. I'm going to try and do the same. Talk to you real soon.